What if I told you the universe isn't expanding into anything? That beyond everything you can imagine, there is no space, no emptiness, no darkness, not even nothing. And yet, the universe is growing. So, what could possibly be expanding if nothing exists outside it? The idea of expansion feels simple, almost intuitive. Balloons expand into air, ripples expand across a lake, even cities expand into empty land. But the universe? It's different, because the universe isn't a thing inside space, it's the fabric of space itself. And when scientists tell us the cosmos is expanding, they're not talking about galaxies flying into empty darkness. They're talking about the stretching of reality. This is the story of what that truly means, and why the answer challenges everything we think we know about existence. In the 1920s, Edwin Hubble discovered something shocking. Light from distant galaxies was stretched, shifted toward the red. Space was expanding. This redshift, first observed by Vesto Slipher, indicated galaxies were receding from Earth, a key piece of evidence for expansion. Alexander Friedmann and Georges Lemaitre provided theoretical foundations, with Lemaitre proposing the universe originated from a singular event, contributing to the Big Bang theory. But here's where things get strange. If space is expanding, it must be expanding into something, right? Not necessarily. Imagine a rubber sheet with galaxies drawn on it. When you stretch the sheet, the galaxies move apart, but the sheet doesn't need extra space to expand into. The stretching happens within the sheet itself. Now upgrade that sheet from 2 dimensions to 3 to 4. That's spacetime. Space expands internally, not outward. This intrinsic stretching is supported by evidence like the cosmic microwave background radiation, the afterglow of the Big Bang. But the human brain resists this idea. We evolved to think in terms of objects and containers, and we assume the universe must be an object inside a larger container. But physics tells us something deeply counterintuitive. Space doesn't sit inside anything. Space is the container of everything. Even asking what's outside the universe might be like asking what's north of the North Pole. The question collapses itself. But we're not done, because scientists do have theories about the shape of the universe, and some of them will bend your mind. If the universe has positive curvature, like the surface of a sphere, it can be finite but unbounded. You could travel forever and eventually return to your starting point, without crossing an edge. Think of a video game map that loops seamlessly. No walls, no outside. But if the universe is flat, which current measurements suggest, it could be infinite. And something infinite doesn't need an outside at all. This flat geometry is supported by the large-scale structure of galaxies and the abundance of light elements. We humans are boundary-seeking creatures. We want edges, borders, containers, because boundaries make us feel safe. But the universe refuses boundaries. It forces us to confront an idea that feels uncomfortable. Not everything needs an outside. Not everything fits our intuition. And maybe that's why these questions matter. In trying to understand the universe's expansion, we confront the limits of our own minds. Every generation pushes that limit a little further, and in doing so, expands the universe inside us. So here's the paradigm shift. The universe is not expanding into space. Instead, new space is being continuously created between galaxies. Not pulled outward, not pushed from behind, but generated from the stretching fabric of space-time itself. And if space is being created everywhere, then there is no edge, no outside, no container, because the universe is not expanding into something else. It is expanding into itself. Maybe the real mystery isn't the universe's expansion, but the fact that we can even ask the question. That a species on a small blue planet can look into the night sky and wonder, what lies beyond everything? And perhaps the answer is simple and profound. There is no beyond. There is only the universe and the expanding frontier of our understanding. And the real expansion is happening inside the human mind.